One. Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Today, it's 156th sixth episode. Yeah, you like it. And I love it. Of the In Your Face show. And I'm here with my main man, you know, Mr. Jason Cardona. Part two of his interview. Take it away, my brother.
Good evening. Now, when you come in, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends, family, and even total strangers. All right? So let's get these numbers up as soon as you get in here.
Let's get
But anyways, my name is Jason Cardona, entrepreneur, jack of all trades, master of about two.
He said master about two. Damn. We mastered two things already? Say master of all
Hey.
got motherfucking damn.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
listen. Yeah, I mean, listen, if you got the talent, nobody else is going to put the talent out there for you but you. So,
Hey,
that involves singing, that involves art, that involves martial arts, that involves whether you're making a podcast, all of that. Some people are great at interviewing, some people just totally suck at it. So
you totally suck. Totally suck. But
know your talents, utilize them to your advantage.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. What's crazy?
Yep.
I've been doing this for a year and a half, and a lot of people all around ask me, how do you do this? How do you have the energy to do this? Well, I say it's just basically God, and basically just the will to win.
Now you have a passion for it, right?
Hell yeah.
Right, you have a passion for it. You're trying to move forward with it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have all kinds of people discouraging you, trying to discourage you. Ooh, you have low numbers. You should be doing something else like truck driving or some shit. or something. And I mean, first of all, are these people putting any money to your show?
Hell no.
That's number one. Okay, are they even liking, subscribing, or even commenting on your show?
Fuck no.
Exactly. So I mean, they don't even put in views. And the sad part is the people closest to you that don't do it, or the people that you expected you that don't do it, and then they want to try to tell you how to run your shit.
It's crazy. I wrote a status yesterday. This is late at night. I was up late at night. Hey, Catherine, love you, hon. I wrote a status. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday, I was like, a lot of people come up to me, and I hate fake adulation. Like, I hate it with a passion. Oh, congratulations, bro! I'm proud of you. Good and damn well you hate me deep down in your goddamn heart, and you want to do what I'm doing, but you can't do it.
Well, where were you 3 weeks ago when I was putting this shit together? Matter of fact, let me check my my DMs. Holy shit, you're telling me something opposite.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's like, when it comes to a lot of the hip hop, or not hip hop, hypocrisy and the fake adulation. You get what I'm saying? Hypocrisy,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And fake adulation, and and the fakeness, And I know it's not everybody, and I don't claim that is everybody. But what I'm saying is that.
But it's enough. It's enough worth mentioning.
Exactly, enough worth mentioning. And I tell people I don't have a support system. I don't at all. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I really don't. I do this without a support system. If you could kick doors in without a support system, without people backing you, what does that say about you? What does that say what you're doing? You're kicking the motherfucking doors in. You fucking knocking fucking shit down because
Because
that's how great you is.
people don't
You
want
know
to
what I
let
mean?
you in. People don't want to let you in. So you kick, you kick the door in. You move forward, and now either they're beside you, either they're in front of you helping you pave the way, beside you working it through, or they're behind you just minding, staying the hell out of your way.
Exactly. And that's why I say, just like just like your situation, you know what I'm saying? You've been through a lot, man. And so I've always, watched a lot of guys like yourself that's doing it indie style, and you know what I'm saying, that's kicking down doors, and you know what I'm saying, that's forcing their way in. Like, what is it like being out there, having to get all your actors, having to get your own budget, have to get all that stuff?
It's a fight. It's a huge fight. I was lucky to be able to know two camera guys, Nelson Molina and Clint Port. Those are my camera crew that went with me to Hong Kong. I mean, as far as now with them, they work together great. They do very well when it comes to everything. I mean, lighting, all of this. I had some people say, "Oh, but Jason, you're the director or whatever it is. You should be telling them that." No, listen, they know what they're doing. Just stay the hell out of their way. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? They know how to set the lighting. They know how to set the sound correctly to how it needs to be. They know how to get good focus. All these other things. The only thing that they would really need work with would be how to shoot an action scene as far as camera movement and all these other things, because
Right,
they haven't really done that, with the exception
right,
of what we did in Hong Kong. But other than that, it's great. You know, um, as far as getting the actors or whatever, so long as they're not contracted to somebody else, it's easier. But if they are, you have to go through the contractors, through the agent, and things of that nature. That right there may be in itself a huge fight. The agent might be trying to blow smoke, or might try to send you on a wild goose chase. To send you off somewhere else to try to sabotage, because they know everything involves timing.
right,
You know
right,
what I
right,
mean? So like if I go to a place, I already have everything scheduled. It's supposed to be 5 days
right,
of shooting and all this other stuff. But
right.
when we got to go to Hong Kong, all of a sudden we only able to do 3 days of shooting.
Uh,
3 days of shooting, and then the person that's supposed to be my co-host only ended up being a guest.
right, right, right.
You know, so I mean, for the next couple episodes, along with a few other things that I'm writing, it should be, you know, should be less of a struggle. Not to mention even, and then you also got to put up with. Now, now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna call out a couple franchises
Go ahead.
in their name, like Eva Airlines. Do not travel with them. Bunch of scammers. They pretty much had Eva Airlines and Expedia. Do not
Oh,
order directly through the airlines itself. But even like, let's say American Airlines and whoever, order directly through them, uh, because they pretty much done some shady shit that got that almost. Let's just say right now, my camera crew would have still been fighting to come back home.
wow. Damn.
The camera crew ended up having to pay for extra tickets to go to another spot and then be able to meet us in Hong Kong, and then the same thing. After flight cancellations, or they weren't allowed on the flights for whatever stupid reason. Oh, you need to contact Expedia, and then Expedia saying, "Oh no, you need to contact Eva." So now I have to cover all of that loss that they've incurred, and while working for this project.
That's
Hotel
wow.
costs, extra hotel costs, extra flights. That's like another $4,000, $6,000 out of my pocket. I mean, I can write that off as an expense, but it's the principles of the matter. When it comes to professionalism or airline, when they don't want to cover, when they don't want to do their part. I even had insurance for the guys that I paid for. The flight
Wow.
insurance and stuff like that. So now I have to fight all of that. On behalf of them. Because I'm responsible for them when I do these things. We all go home and nobody goes home. That's how it works. And
Wow.
let me see. The other struggles would be a lot of times locations, but some people are actually very fine, allowing you to shoot at their locations for a small fee. I may not be now in regards to this comment. Matter of fact, I may not be responsible for somebody else's behavior, but my camera crew have not been misbehaving. They've been doing their part. They've been doing their job. All right. And here's the thing: it's my project. I'm the employer.
Right.
If anything happened to them, it's my ass. Simple as
I
that.
mean, I would say, that's the Expedia's fucking fault. You know what I'm saying? That's their airline's fault.
Again, well, yeah, it's the airline's fault. They fucked up.
That's
The name,
wild, bro.
the names match. All of that matches. Why weren't they allowed on the flights? They actually ended up having to go to another airline to purchase tickets to go to Tokyo instead of going straight to Hong Kong. They had to stay in Tokyo for almost a few days or whatever before they ended up meeting me in Hong Kong. And then they
Wow.
come back. The airlines did the same shit.
So how much? Hold on. So how much money did you have to pay as a whole, back and
As a
forth?
whole, back and forth the flights. Let me
Yeah.
see. It was about 3-something thousand. Let me round it off. Let's say 35 to 3,800. That just for both their flights to go. Airbnb was very cheap, but also ended up having to get a couple hotels because, again, these people, they wouldn't let them on their flights. So the flights were canceled, and then they started playing games, and then they actually had to go and get into a hotel, which I have to cover, and the hotel fees and everything else. That's an additional couple thousand, and
Wow.
then coming back, having to purchase their flights again. That's another couple thousand, if not more. So all in all, for the whole documentary project in Hong Kong, I would have to say it's about close to 30 to a little bit over 30K.
Wow. So you spent a lot of goddamn money trying to put
Well,
this thing together.
who's gonna? I mean, if you don't believe in your own projects, who is?
Oh
If you're
hell
not
yeah,
gonna put,
hell
if you're not gonna put money for your own projects, who is?
yeah.
There's
No, no.
gonna be all kinds of.
I was
I'm
saying
just putting that out.
oh yeah, yeah. No, no, yeah. I understand. I was saying on the
So
aspect of like, damn, woo, 30
yeah, I
fucking
mean,
thousand.
well, that's just for one episode. Now, let me see. Now that I can play things smarter, I can actually know how to cut down costs.
Right.
Like for example, there was certain gear that need to be bought. That putting down at my expense. I'll be covering those. Certain gear that need to be bought, like the tripod that can hold the weights of the camera and all the other stuff that they put on it. Uh, lenses, lens kits that need to be purchased. To give the show a certain look. A couple of drones. Excuse me. Um, also the extra baggage pay, the extra baggage fees for the flights, because either the bag is too heavy, they had to get another bag to be able to put it in there. All those things, and it's been tough, but now that you know who you're dealing with, who and
Well,
what you're
yeah.
dealing with, you're able to navigate it a lot better.
Hell
So,
yeah.
I recommend don't go through Orbis, don't go through cheaptickets.com, don't go through Expedia. Go to the airlines themselves. Airlines besides JetBlue and JetBlue and Eva Airlines. Buy tickets
Yeah.
directly from them in case the flights in case the flights get busted, they're not going to try to route you over to their responsibility for their failure over to another company that had nothing to do with their fuck ups.
Right. That's wild, man. Like that's wow. I always flow
You
with
know,
Delta, so I never really.
now my only thing is that I haven't been able to film it like I wanted to because of all that stuff. All that stuff caused delays.
Uh-huh.
So instead of 5 days, I was only able to shoot 3, and I really wanted to give it a certain look that now we're gonna have to do that in post, using AI and all this other stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be, but hopefully the project in the Philippines and Greece is gonna be will be a lot better, as well as a couple of film scripts that I'm writing and turning into like TV series or maybe Netflix or whoever might want to pick it up to get it made.
Hell yeah. It's the most amazing part is that you're a creator, so you at least have free reign to do whatever you want to do, however
Right.
you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And being a creator, like you get that certain feel to it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
don't have that thought because they're not creators. You get what I'm saying? Real
Right.
creators.
Now,
And
the thing is, there are tons of creative people out there. They're all over the
hell yeah.
place. But the problem that they really have is, which really isn't a problem at all, which I see it as applying the Darwin theory into it. Survival of the fittest. Who's really
Mm,
got what it takes to sacrifice and put everything on the line to get the creative to get the creative work out there.
right.
You know what I mean? If you go to a company, like let's say a distributor or whoever, then they'll try to shoot you down, or maybe they'll blow smoke up to you to try to delay you or whatever it is. You try to talk to distributors, you try to talk to the producers, all this other stuff. Now you're putting yourself at their mercy because now they're going to be saying, okay, well, we like the script, but we want to change it this way. And when you look at it, you look at the change that they want. Now remember, it's a give and take because remember, you're asking other people for gold. I mean, you want them to
Mm-hmm.
grease your palms so you can grease the wheels to get the shit moving. And they're gonna be like, they're gonna want certain things changed, but the majority of the parts is they want to take away a lot of important parts of it. I'll give you a perfect example. Have you watched the Zack Snyder's the Snyder cut of the Justice League?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, did you watch the 2017 version, the Josh Whedon?
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously,
Yeah,
which one did you like? Which one did you like better?
the Snyder one.
Right now, can you believe that one of the most important scenes in the Justice League movie, the Flash, each step back to recreation, going back in time. They wanted to keep that out.
Uh
It was visually stunning. The music, everything about it was fucking great. Seeing everything, see the whole world being put back together, the heroes being put back together genetically and all that other shit. As the with each step that the Flash is going back in time was fucking great. But the
mm-hmm.
studio wanted that out. They didn't want it there.
That's see, I could see that because a lot of these
So
Hollywood studios, they're not comic fans. You know what I'm saying? They're not
well,
even
it's not that they're not comic fans. You got to understand. There's a reason why they're doing tons of reboots,
right.
and not enough. There's a reason they're doing tons of reboots, and they're not doing enough original work.
Right.
Because those original works back then that they're rebooting made money, which
Yeah.
means
Like
in their minds that means they paid for it all this time before. Now if we reboot it, they're gonna pay for it again for all the new people.
right. Like but
Right.
see that's the thing, I already know all the characters that's gonna get rebooted every other year.
Right.
Thor,
And but
Hulk,
here's the thing.
Spider Man.
That to them, it's because it's already been proven that it makes money. You, however, as a creative, coming in with fresh content, new stuff. That's a risk that they're not willing to take because the money involved in it.
Right. See, that's the thing. You
It's
have
a
a lot
risk.
of
So
yeah, and you have a lot of old motherfuckers who's out of touch with
old
what
motherfuckers are out of touch, but they're in the money. So they don't give a
exactly.
shit about the touch. They're in the money. They don't give a shit about being being out in the touch. They'd rather be out of it so long as they're still in the money. So
Exactly.
remember, these are the people. They've seen what works.
Right.
It's very rare that you're gonna find somebody that say, you know what, I like what you're doing. I want you to do it exactly how you're doing it. Now understand that whatever you see on paper may not look good, on camera, on screen. So then we may be able to fix that along the way. But keep doing what you're doing. It's very rare because remember, you're asking for people's life savings. You're asking for people to take money out of other investments and put it in you. So you're gonna have to do a lot of convincing.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. A lot of these motherfuckers say they ain't got. See, that's why I said, man, like, you know, I don't know. I've never really had somebody really to back me, so I've been doing it myself. So it's
No,
not like I don't even know how I would react to that. To having a big following, having a big, corporation or somebody backing me, that's
right,
investing in my products. Like I wouldn't know how to handle that, but I do know that with a lot of that money, they want creative control. Most of them.
exactly. Now,
And
if you're doing what I'm doing, going out there, you're taking your own funds, putting it together, setting up a budget, for that. I mean, add an extra $2 or $3 or $5,000 for in case shit. They call that in case shit money.
in case
And
shit money.
you know, and then when you're taking that, you you know the budget. You know how much you're paying the actors. You know how much the crew. You know how much you're paying for the flights. You know how much for all this other stuff that you're paying for.
Hmm.
Right? You know all of that. So now everything else is extra that you're able
Hmm.
to play around with to do whatever. It's your money. You have total control and everything else. Anybody else try to come in and try to tell you something, you can basically give them a fuck you.
He said, "Give a fuck you."
I'm serious. I mean, who was it? I think there was a scene with John Goodman
Uh huh.
in a movie. Everything is based on fuck you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Fuck you.
saying?
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Oh,
Fuck you. Fuck you.
it's your money that you're putting up. Ain't nobody else doing it. Hey, listen, I think you should do this. You know what? Fuck you. No, everything is based on fuck you. You know what I'm saying? You're not putting any money up. Fuck you. You're not doing this and that. Blah 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 blah. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Oh, you're not giving me the information I need so I can make sure that you're taken care of as far as
Fuck
being
you.
part of the budget or whatever and stuff like that. Fuck you. I'll find somebody else. All that stuff. Everything is
Damn.
based on fuck you. However, if you're asking other people for money and all that other shit, now it's fuck me. You know?
See, that's why it's like I've never went through Kickstarter and Indiegogo, man. Like,
Yeah, I've tried that. To my demise. Good thing it hasn't. But so I've also, which by doing that, as well as also seeing a perfect example of a couple of people that you and I know.
uh,
They done it, and through there, they were able to find out, the fake adulation that you're talking about,
mhm.
the fake adorations, the fake I love what you're doing, all this other stuff, because those very same people didn't put nothing up to those projects, which
Right. See, this is the thing.
basically almost made people quit. So now, like me, I'm in the transport business, not because I like it. I mean, I really don't like driving trucks or anything of that nature. But it makes the money. It's the easiest job I've ever done compared to all the stuff that I've done for work, and it gets me where I want to go as far as being able to put my own money up to fund my own projects. A lot of people are going to be talking about, oh yeah, but I don't see any money in it. I mean, we're in post production now. We're in post right now for the first documentary that we're doing from Hong Kong, right? And all of a sudden, people talking about, oh, where the money at, Jay? Block, delete, unfriend. I don't got time for your bullshit. That's the part where I can just say, fuck you, right? However, if it was a producer asking me that actually put money in there, I'm like, hey, listen, it's still in post. You still got to put everything together and all this other stuff. I have to explain shit to them. But everybody else that ain't got nothing to do with it, all they want to do is just do all kinds of stuff to push things in your head when you're trying to concentrate on moving ahead. Fuck you.
Right. To be, I've had that as a young man growing in a comic world. Like I had that. I had to deal with that because like a lot of people would tell me, "Oh, well, you got something great," but then my own people would come down on me hard. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
Yeah.
not talking about my own people in my house. I'm talking about my own folk, black folk. And I
Well,
realized, like,
it's always our own, man. It's always our own.
yeah. And I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, support black businesses," right? But when they look at my character, they look at my comic book character, right? They be like, "He's not black. He's white." I'm like, "He's not white.
He's
He
Jewish.
may look
He's
white to
different.
you." he may look white to you, but at the end of the day, this is multicultural. Multicultural make money, and multicultural reach out to all people, not just one set of people. You see what I'm saying?
And the funny part is, it's always those same people that are always talking about diversity.
Exactly, diversity, and then want to sell out to the big guy once they get a chance. Once they get a chance to be up there with the big guys, get the hell out of here.
Okay. I'll tell you what. You want me to stay down here with you guys? Put some money up.
Exactly, like put some money up.
Otherwise, it's my money, my shit, my stories that I'm writing. Everything else, basically, once again, back to that fuck you thing.
And what's crazy? Like I have a lot of guys in the industry that had a hard time, just like me and a couple other guys, and
Right.
they're black as well, you know,
Right.
and like, bro, like this is some real shit. Like when you're doing indie work, you're doing it, you have to work twice as harder than Hollywood because you're only going to get twice as less of the eyes that you want on your project. So you're going to have to work twice as harder to get those eyes. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Like one of the things that I recommend, which is that I'm looking into, is I've done a little bit of research here and there, finding for distributors or whatever. But one of the main distributors that I want to look into would be Film Hub.
Okay.
Film Hub, you create your own content, and then you go through them as a distributor. Now they take a certain percentage. I forgot how much, 25, 30, something like that. 30% of sales or whatever. But they distribute through. They shop around for you through Amazon, through Netflix, through Disney, through all these people. You don't have to know somebody. It's very rare now that you actually have to know somebody to get your work out. Go to the Film Hub or something similar.
Right.
That would do the shopping around. That would do the shopping around for you.
To be honest with you, go ahead. I was about to let off a bomb, bro. But go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish though.
Yeah. So, it's going through them. You first have to come up with your own content, and that's the thing. You have to come up with your own budget, your own funds to be able to push things in, and then get your project up and running how you want it to. But at the same time, then you shop it around through Film Hub, and let the market determine what you're worth. That's the thing. That's one of the other things that I wanted to touch up on, because that's why they're doing a lot of reboots, because the market has already shown what this product is worth.
True that. Very understandable.
When it comes to the film industry, to these people, I'm a nobody. They don't know me from a hole in the wall. And if they do know me, they kind of keep me at a distance because I have, again, the fuck you mentality.
And you're basically, bro, your competition. So they're gonna hold you at they're
Well,
gonna hold you.
we can work together and move forward. Or if you think of me as competition, and then you try to sabotage me, I'll move forward without you. And when I become successful, you want to work with me, it's gonna cost you.
Of course,
I don't
like
care. I don't care if you're SAG after. I don't care if you're fucking, India, whoever. If you try to sabotage me, that's where the fuck you come back in. It's gonna cost you, number one. Hey, listen. I mean, I don't have to get along with people to work with them. I just need you to
yeah,
do your
of
fucking
course, of course. And that's why, to be honest with you, what I mean, the comic industry is just like Hollywood. You know what I'm
job.
saying? You deal with ain't shit people. You deal with assholes. You deal with personalities. You deal with egos. You deal with people not fit for this industry. You deal with people that's dragged their feet. You deal with all kinds of people. You deal with hustlers. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Most of the time. And to be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? In all honesty, like I've come across a lot of people who will hold me at a distance, like, distance themselves from me, right?
Until they want something.
And all and all the while, saying they see you coming up, and then they start to talk to you the next minute. And I hate that shit. I hate that shit because they see where they can come in at and try to either help you or pull you down. And I feel like in my heart, I don't like that shit. That's what I'm talking about with fake
Right.
adulation. Like it's just fake
Right.
people as it is.
Now, to be fair, um, because let's put it this way. There's also some people that I've been dealing with for years.
Uh
However,
huh.
I haven't been able to put anything up because I've been dealing with other folks.
Uh huh.
That as soon as they tell me one thing, and then I go back to my guys. Hey, listen, I got producers here that I'm talking to, whatever. Let's see what they say. I got people that want to put some money up, or you guys maybe an actor, an actress, blah 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 blah. That's very interested in it. They want to commit to it, but they want to see a couple extra things going. Yada yada yada. Like, do you know so my guys are waiting for me for something to happen. Like, do you know when I go back to the producers, they're not responsive.
Sorry about that. Sneeze. Go ahead.
You know, they're they're not responsive. They disappear on you, or they start saying, "Oh, I never said that, motherfucker." I'm looking at your messages. They say exactly what I'm. They're saying exactly what I told you. You did say that, and all this other stuff. So now I look like a liar in front of my people,
Right.
and now they're disheartened. You know,
Right.
so I got to deal with that. Now, so that's one of the main reasons I decided. You know what? Fuck everybody else. I'm gonna raise my own money. Let's get documentaries are the easiest things to do right now. Okay, let's do that real quick. Let's knock out a few documentary episodes at the park and shop that around in Film Hub or whatever. My Codename Michael's, my 40 by 5 series, starting with Codename Michael. Let's put that up. I'll at least do a pilot episode to be able to shop that around. The Legacy of the Master. I want to do at least one or two, a pilot episode of two of the episodes put together, because that was originally a feature film, but now I got to write that into a miniseries.
Right.
And those people for those projects have been waiting for me for over 3 or 4 years
Damn.
to do something, and all because I put my faith in a bunch of other people that kept disappearing on me and blowing smoke and all this other shit. Now I'm on fuck you mode. I do it myself, and I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. Let me see. What was that? What was that question you said?
Uh.
No, my brain. One thing about me, my brain is constantly moving at a fast pace.
No.
All this other stuff. So I sometimes might forget what we're talking about. So, and that's just me. Call me retarded. I don't care. But
Nah, my brother, I got you, bro.
but it's what it is. I have a very hyperactive brain,
No, it's
and
just my allergies is acting a fool. That's why I was
so.
like,
Oh yeah,
that's why.
now I remember. So going back to now, also you're asking a bunch of people you don't know to have faith in you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now let's say they're already connected and all this other stuff. The problem is they've already been approached by tons of folks like us.
Right.
By tons. Listen, I got this project, I got this, I got that, yada 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 yada. So now, if they see now, time to separate the weak, the real from the phony, right? Time to separate the real from the phony. They see me putting my own money up. Okay, they see I have a good camera crew. They see we actually have good shots. We're able to get certain things in line that we wanted to. Great music. I have a great music composer, Edo Scacchini. I did the music for the Black Salt project that I showed you last time.
Uh-huh.
I got all kinds. Now they see that. They see it's good production value. It's well written, well narrated, all this other shit. Now they're like, you know what? I see this guy's not like these other folks. He's actually willing to put in the work and everything else. Now let me talk to him. Sometimes they got to see that. In their defense, they got to see that. But then you got the people that you've known for a while. They know that you're about that life. If you have, if you have the tools to do it, you already have the means and the motive. All you need now is the opportunity.
And like what you told me earlier, you know what I'm saying? You was like, once you start doing the work and really start getting shit going, they're gonna be pissed off at you because they didn't think you could do
Oh
it.
shit! Yeah, the fake alteration comes back. Hey, listen, but they're in there, they're watching, and Dave Chappelle's, but they're watching for your downfall. Actually, they're watching to see it flop. They're watching to see your work fail. And Dave Chappelle said it best. When heroes fall, cowards rejoice.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
You got people that they're not willing to put in the work. They want an easy way out. They're always looking to cut corners. They see you doing everything right, and especially if they screwed you over before, they definitely want you to fail.
Oh my god, I've been
you know,
there, done that.
you know.
Oh my
So
god.
I mean, so it's not just now in general. It's not just about proving people wrong, but more importantly, it's about proving people right.
Yeah,
You
pretty
know,
much.
the people that took the chance in you. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like the people that have been waiting for me for years to finally do something with the Forged by Fire and the Forged by Fire series, uh, the Forged by Fire series, Legacy of the Master and stuff, right? They've been waiting for years, and they kept faith. They kept
Hmm.
faith in me. We're moving forward. It's slow, baby steps, because they're not top dog yet. But they kept faith, and we're moving together. Everybody else that just they disappeared for whatever reason and did all these things. I know they're watching, but
Hmm. Hmm.
sorry, you can't come. And and if you want to come back and come along, it's gonna be stipulations. It's gonna cost you.
It's wild because all the people that has stood by me, it's not many, but hey, I don't mind it. I'm going to get back to those people. You know what I'm saying? And I know all of them, most of them, some of them, and you know, going dating back with the show. That's why I made up the segment, uh, King's Hot Seat, right?
Who?
So the hot seat with the King's Hot Seat.
Oh,
Remember when I was telling y'all with the ice and with the slime and all that stuff?
yep.
You can't answer if you don't answer all the questions the right way, or if you don't answer all the questions, you get slime or doused with cold water, cold ice
Yeah,
water.
like the old Nickelodeon show. You can't do that on
Right.
television or Dare.
Yeah.
I think it's called Dare.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. How old are you?
Now I'm 34. I still know about all
Oh
that.
shit. You might not know about that show then.
Yeah, I do. I do. Double Dare. Yeah, there. I know. I know all about it. I watched Dare so little. Yeah, and see, it's crazy. Like, as I was thinking about that, you brought it to me. You know what I'm saying? For the people that actually really actually was there with me from the beginning, they got dibs on like the first ever time we do that segment, right?
Mm.
And King's Hot Seat, right? They get to either be there with me and travel with me. You know what I'm saying? Sometime,
Mm.
which I'm still working on that. On still like because I want to do it like through the segment like on the outside. And when I have a studio, so that way I can start doing in person interviews and shit.
Mm.
And basically we can do them outside or inside or whatever. And if you don't answer the questions the right way, you get doused and hit with either slime or cold ice water, right? Or
You're cool with.
if you answer all the questions right, I get ice water dumped on my head or get hit with slime.
Mm.
Same thing. It's fun. You know what I'm saying? And that'll be it can happen every time. Every time a person gets the answer right, you keep getting hit. Choo. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's gonna be fun. You know what I mean? But that's what I have for the people that, and I also am doing soon to be doing giveaways. It's gonna either be comics, either uh merchandise, hoodies, all that. But also too, please for y'all that's new to watching the show, please like and subscribe to the channel and to hit that notifications bell to get all that is the In Your Face show. Now back to the broadcast at hand. Now,
And don't
my
forget to
brother,
share.
don't forget to share. Yeah, yeah, my fault, my fault. Yeah. So, how do you handle criticism when somebody's criticizing your work? How do you handle that?
Well, I'll take a look at. Let's do street talk here. Are they about that life? Simply put,
No,
what I mean, if they want to criticize my work, have they done the work before? Number
nope,
one. If they have they done it successfully? Number two.
nope.
Number three. Uh, have they? Are they actually critiquing you? Are they actually criticizing you to help you get better, or are they just doing that just to put you down? You know what I mean? There's, what I mean,
I've been
there's,
on opposite end, bro.
I know there's certain factors to it, but for the most part, people that have never done it,
Mm-hmm.
they don't matter.
Let them talk
They
and
don't know mine.
smile. Let you smile,
Let them talk all you want. Let them talk all they want.
Yeah, let them
Let them
talk
talk all
and
they
you
want.
smile. You
Yeah,
know
you
what
know
I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying. I mean, me staying, watching them do all the comments and doing all the critiquing, whatever. That's time. TikTok, motherfucker. TikTok. That's time I'm wasting. That's time I'm wasting. All right. That time I
Pretty
should
much.
be using spent on writing or making money to be able to get my stuff moving forward.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that's why it's like,
So, however, if it's actually people that've been there and done that, okay, cool. Now I would listen because that's game that they're giving me.
right, right.
You know what I mean?
Now,
They give me free. They don't have to do that. I can easily sign up for one of their courses or whatever and pay the money for it. But they decide to actually stand back, stop me and be like, "Hey Jay, this and that, I like your work, but this is not yada yada yada." And they want to go with it. I would take notes. Take notes. Everything in life is a learning game.
hell yeah.
And especially if it's coming from the right people that have your best interest at heart. But at the
Right.
same time, you got people that have been there, but they're only talking to you to try to put you down. Now, it's not to say that what they're not saying, what they are saying isn't important. But at the same time, you take notes as to who and how not to deal with these people.
Right. And to be honest with you, I've been on those.
Because seriously, remember, shit sticks together, right?
Right.
Fresh, moist shit is like clay. You put it there, they stick together. All this other stuff. Iron doesn't really stick together unless it's magnetized. There has to be there has to be some type of attraction. Not like shit. There's no attraction. It's only moist piece of wet. stinky shit. Right? So in every industry, it's mostly shit.
Yeah, pretty
Industry.
much.
Doesn't matter what it is. It's mostly shit, and shit usually sticks together. So this shitbag that wants to talk to you and try to put you down or whatever, most likely he's well connected to some other shitbag that has money and stuff like that. So now they may try to move forward behind your back to sabotage your projects with other people if you don't handle them correctly, which is why I just don't deal with them.
True that. Tech coach Ralph.
Who, what?
Who's tech coach Ralph?
Coach Ralph?
Tech coach Ralph. Happy Friday evening. What's up? What's up, tech coach Ralph? What's good, buddy? Or yeah, what's good, buddy? How are you doing?
Oh, you mean somebody's here?
Yeah.
Tech coach Ralph. Oh yeah, happy evening. Sorry, I don't look at the comments.
See, you got to pay attention to the comments, Jason.
Not really. Hey, listen. I mean, are the comments making me money?
It's not all about the money, man. No,
you want to get those projects up and running, don't you?
Hell yeah. Just tuning in. Saw you guys were live. Yeah, you know. Yeah.
You want to get the episodes up and running for your projects and all this other shit, right? Well, then, guess what? It costs some fucking coin, man. Everything is down to the money.
You know, yeah, we sound like some old cats.
I might sound like an old cat, but this is from experience.
Hell yeah.
It wasn't until I started putting up my own money that I'm finally able to get my episodes for the Martian Lightning documentary series up and running. Soon to be my Forged by Fire series. Now, Forged by Fire series is basically raise your hand if you love video games.
I love video games. Me and video games, we get along.
All right, now here's the thing. Imagine Call of Duty Black Ops, the Metal Gear series, Siphon Filter series, and the Splinter Cell series all rolled into one.
Siphon Filter is old, bro.
It might be old, but it still runs hell. But my favorite Siphon Filter game are Siphon Filter Omega Stream. That's the best one of all of them. And then it's also Siphon Filter 2. But Siphon Filter Omega Stream really hits hard with the story and everything else. The Metal Gear series, I don't even have to talk about that. The results speak for themselves. The Siphon Filter, the Splinter Cell series, the results speak for themselves. The Black Ops series, especially Black Ops 2, that speaks for themselves. So I write stories along those lines when it comes, as far as action is concerned. That's the Forged by Fire series.
I mean, see that's what I see. That's what I see with the Jarhead series. You know what I'm saying? Action, gore, kick ass. When it comes to that, what I'm saying, get deeper down with the action. But also the spiritual side to it that mix in with it. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't. Yeah.
Because from what you've shown me and everything, it's also a holy war.
Yeah, it's also like a real war that has begun before time. And so if you really want to get technical, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been right where you're at when it comes to my comic book part. I damn near had to spend like 10,000 on Jarhead alone. Jarhead alone, trying to get artist after artist, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like what shit wasn't cheapest? Artist after artist, colors after colorist, all that. That wasn't cheap at all. So I understand, man. A lot of that. No, a lot of that stuff.
Sorry, go ahead.
A lot of that stuff, when you're dealing with creativity, when you're dealing with personalities, yeah, when you're dealing with people that don't work well with you, you know what I mean? You have to build that rapport. Like, it's hard to tell you how many people I had to cut because I didn't feel like their art style mixed well with the story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the other thing is, like, let's say, for example, the artist can do the work. You've seen them do the work before, whatever. You tell them exactly what you're looking for. They say, okay, but then they want to give you something else.
I hate that shit. I
And
hate
it's
it.
like, brother, listen, I need it done this way. I need it done this way. Oh, but I feel or I think it should be done this way. Motherfucker, it's not your project, is it? It's mine. You're the artist. I'm paying you for a product.
I can tell
You
you being
understand?
very, very, very. Oh
You know what I'm
man,
saying? Listen,
yeah,
I'm paying you for a product. You know, now you either do it the way I need you to do it. You know, this is you do whatever the fuck you want on your own projects on your own time. But this is my project, and it's my face that I have to show behind this. That's gonna make
yeah,
it. You know, that's gonna take the fall if it flops.
yep.
Not yours.
And
So give me what I'm paying for.
and being behind that axe when it comes down, bro, it's not good
Right. So if you look
because
at the if you go on my website and you saw the codename Michael thing, the one with the little girl, and it shows Randy with a nice rifle
uh,
holding it up in the air with bodies around him. You know, Randy's character. Uh, you know, that right there by the artist is, let me see, ink and pencil. You're looking at $300 per design, if not more. Now for the for the Legacy of the Master project, I hired a tattoo artist in mainland China because I needed the artwork to be a certain way. So,
mm,
oh, why don't you hire a comic guy, whatever? Because the tattoo artists is, in my personal opinion, when it comes to certain things being done, as far as pictures, they have a lot more hand control when it comes to their art.
right,
You know what I'm saying? So
and a lot of
you can put a paintbrush in their hands and it'll be very precise. So I hired a tattoo artist. So when you go on the uh, Legacy of the Master project, you see the dragon with the double-blooded axe in the back and stuff like that.
mm-hmm.
That right there is an original design by the tattoo artist. The characters, the way they drawn, in that which I have on my files and everything, that was done by the tattoo artist. So he's gonna be my once I get stuff up and running for the Legacy of the Master project. He's gonna be the what's that called? You know, the people that do the pictures for the scenes. What's that called again?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Pictures for the thumbnails.
yeah, it's called not directed photography. It's directed photography. There's the guy that does the storyboards.
Yeah.
Storyboard artist. There you go. Yeah, the storyboard artist. He's gonna be the storyboard artist. And then for
Mm-hmm.
codename Michael, it would be the other guy. I forget, can't pronounce his name. Probably a guy from Indonesia. But you know,
Well, dealing with comic artists too, most of the time, their prices be fucking high for no fucking reason. And this is why, see, that's why I say comics and Hollywood is so much alike because they could take up their prices at any moment. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
like let's say an artist, which can be an actor or a painter,
Right.
whatever. Uh, for the most part, they want to hire you to do, for example, they want when you ask for their there's a reason why they ask you for your budget instead of giving you uh, their fees per service, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like when
Uh
you
huh.
ask them, hey, listen, I'm trying to formulate a budget for my project. I really want you to be a part of it. I need to know what your rates are so I can add it to the budget, and then come back to you as soon as everything is ready. And be able to
Hmm.
put down a deposit or whatever. What's your budget?
I don't know.
I'm trying to put it together right now. Oh, well, come back to me when you have a budget. All right, fuck you. I just find somebody else. Simple as
That's what
that.
I'm
Again,
saying.
again, it goes right back to the fuck you. Fuck you. I
Yeah,
find somebody else.
that's why when it came to
You know what I'm saying?
bringing people on the show, when they worried about numbers and worried about money and all that shit, I was like, "What's your budget, bro?" I'm like, "Damn!"
Listen,
Like,
I asked you for your rate. I mean, not me personally. Me personally, when somebody tries to negotiate my rates for whatever it is that I do, my price goes up.
right?
my price goes
Right.
up. You know, like for like let's say for if somebody looking to do private private lessons for martial arts. Let's say I charge $75 an hour. That's just an example I'm putting out there. Not really what I charge, but you know, $75 an hour. Oh well, I mean, can you be able to do it for 50? Okay, 125. Oh,
Damn.
wait, hold up, that's not cheap. Hold up, that's not cheap enough for you? Okay, 200.
You're an asshole. That's what
You know,
that's.
no, it's not an asshole. Listen,
No. I'm not talking about like an asshole as a way of like,
I know,
damn. No,
but here's the thing. You came to me because I have something you want. Plain and simple.
shoot that. Right.
You know what I'm saying? You asked for my rates, I gave it to you. I didn't ask you for your budget. I just gave you my rates.
Yeah, that's
You know, so for example, the perfect example would be my camera crew. I asked them what their rates are. I did not negotiate it because I know how good they can be.
right. True that. True.
You know, and I would have to say they gave me a pretty huge discount. you know,
Right.
you know,
Hell yeah.
in relations, because they're that good at what they do. They know how to set up the lighting. They know how to do all this stuff. I don't have to tell them how to do shit. Except for, listen, I need these shots here. I need this shot here. I need that shot there. Blah, blah, blah. And that's it. Everything else, y'all motherfuckers work it out.
Right.
And they do it. And they get it done very well. I can't complain. In actors, when I asked them, listen, what's your budget? I mean, not your budget. I need to know your rates. Okay, it's this much. Okay, cool. Now I can put that in the budget for how many days I need you for. Excuse me.
What's the highest? What's the highest?
For how
Sorry.
many? For how many days that I need you for? This and that, blah blah blah. Which means so now I can formulate this and that. Okay, we're filming in a certain place. Let me see. Are you gonna need a hotel? Are you gonna need this? Blah blah blah. Transportation. I have to factor all of that in there, and which gives me a rounded number that I can play with. And then guess what? How much is the deposit for each person? Boom, 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 boom. This is the schedule. This is the what do you call it? The filming schedule that I have right now. Will this work for you? Because remember, these people they're already out there doing their thing. So I have to make sure that the schedule that I'm looking at matches theirs for their free time. And then they give me the yay or nay. Okay, cool. I either move it, before or after how I need it to go, and then we'll play from there. And then we go work, and then we get to work, and then they get paid exactly what they ask. However, if you're a nobody, I don't know you from a hole in the wall. I've seen some of your work. I'm not impressed. And you try to shoot me with a what's your budget question? Now it goes right back to the fuck you. Next. Or they try to give me an exorbitant amount, such as, I'm doing that $3,000 per day. You got to pay for hotel. You got to do this. And listen, I'm looking at your work here. Yeah, you an extra, or your role sucked, or you're working with a great director. Why did your acting sucked? You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of times when you see an actor suck on the screen, a lot of times it's mostly the director's fault because the director said, "Hey, you know what? That's good." Instead of saying, "Listen, man, that shit fucking sucked. Let's do it another take."
Right.
But yeah, I mean, most times I really don't negotiate people's rates, especially after I've seen their work. I just say, "All right, cool. I'm cool with it. I'm looking to do maybe 2 or 3 days of shooting with you. I'm gonna have to now put that money. Boom. I'm gonna have to stack that money up and allocate that on and put that aside for that one specific person." So now what was that question you're gonna put up?
Okay, so what's the highest absurd rate you had to ever hear from a person?
As far as hiring someone?
Yeah.
I had somebody try to tell me that they were worth 10,000 a day.
Damn.
But I'm looking at their IMDb. All they were extras. All that person was an extra.
10,000.
If you were, and not to mention that person was also in commercials. I'm looking at the commercials. The commercials aren't. I need to see you doing exactly what I need for this. Now you have the face, right? Now me personally, the only thing I mostly ever beat to these people is at the most is an extra or whatever, because I'm a very average looking person, so to speak. I'm not gonna blow smoke up my own ass and say, yeah, I'm fucking drop dead gorgeous or whatever. I know my place in the fucking world of beauty, and I stick to it. I stay in my place. So, but but the fact of the matter is, you got to know your place in your role in the profession of which you are working. Mm-hmm. So the only way that I'm ever going to be a lead actor is by me putting up my own money and doing my own thing.
Right.
So now I got these guys. Okay, you have the face, but you can't. Number one, you can't move worth a damn, which means now I got to put time into you to train you to do certain things. Like, let's say it's an action movie or whatever, right? I know how to show them how to hold a firearm, moving, how to do certain tactics, how to cut the corners, and all this other shit. How to do the movements for catching the takedowns, the throws, the punches, the strikes, get them physically fit. That takes time.
Right.
So then you expect me to give you this amount of give you this amount of money when you've shown that you put this very little effort into your work.
Yeah.
So then that's when I negotiate. Now that's where I bring it to the negotiation table. Listen, I have to do this for you. And then that's when egos come into play. What are you talking about? I'm a very good action fighter. Blah, blah, blah. Listen, I'm looking at this. It fucking sucks. You got shaky cams. You know what I'm saying? You got people beating on. That's what they do for shaky cams, to make it look like it's fucking moving in some stupid shit. It's for the action scenes. You got the only thing that's making you look good is the editor, if that.
Damn.
You know what? I'm gonna drop you. I'm gonna drop you, and I'm gonna take that money to the side for the editor that made you look good. And that's it. You just lost the job and gave it to someone else.
Damn. You ever had to work? You ever had to work at the spirit of moment, like where like last minute type shit?
Yes, and there was a job that I did in Shanghai. I was an extra, and I played a soldier for. Let me see, the project. It was a micro. You have to call it micro budget. It was a micro budget film project called was translated to I Am King. Basically the guy. There's a guy. I don't know. I guess he was a college student or whatever doing a project, but I guess he would travel back in time using his phone and recording certain things, live events and stuff like that. But I played a soldier, and it paid pretty decent per day. Cool. They even paid for the hotel. I'm not complaining. And to be honest, that was actually one of the best crews that I worked with. Because even though a lot of them, they weren't very good with handling firearms and things of that nature, at the very least they were willing to listen and learn. And we gave each other tips and stuff like that. Because they've been in the industry a little bit as well. So okay, cool. I take them. I take them how to walk with it so that it doesn't bounce up and down. All this other stuff, how to run with it, how to hold it, how to move behind it and things of that nature. And it was, it was a good experience. But that right there, I signed ad in Shanghai. I said, fuck it, let me put it. I just threw my hat in there. I didn't expect much of it. They contacted me. Oh yeah, you can play. How do you look like as a soldier? I sent him my police academy graduation picture. Oh, cool. Let's do that. So give me a second. So I got the role. It wasn't a big one, but it was good. I got to work with some very good people. And hopefully, hey, if they're watching this, if you're still in mainland China or whatever, give your boy a holler on WeChat. and
Okay.
that was pretty much the spur of the moment.
Oh man, like you've been in this industry for you've been doing some. What about Warbane? Tell the people about Warbane. What was it like doing that?
China McCoy, he's written a very good script. He sent it to me. I read it. I was like, and I really want to help him get this up and running. Is actually, but I have people right now that are dependent on me. They can for years already. So I gotta make sure that I get them up and running first. But the Warbane project, without putting much into it, because he sent me the scripts for the episodes. So I'm not gonna put too much out there.
No, 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 no,
But
no, no. Word.
right, but it's pretty well written. I would have to say the thing is that he wants to get it up and running, but back to the producers and everybody else, they want creative control. They want to hire their own actors, which is completely different from what Mr. McCoy wants to put up. And in other words, they wanted to make it look like everything else compared to what was originally envisioned by McCoy. And I feel for that, and I'm like, yeah, me personally, because that's his baby. Just like Forged by Fire, Legacy of the Master, those are my babies. I've had people wanting to buy my scripts. I give you $5,000 for the Legacy of the Master script. No, that's a slap in the face to the people that've been, keeping faith with me all these years. Just to
Exactly.
sell them out like that. So I'm pretty sure they tried to buy the script off him. They tried to do this and that, but he's not letting it go. I don't blame him. But let's say, once I finish doing at least a few things, what I'm doing with my stuff, I'm hoping to, get back in touch with him so we can at least film the pilot episode.
Mm-hmm.
The pilot episode as a proof of concept to be able to, get it up and running to be picked up by a studio. If not, it's going to take time, but we can come up with our own funds, do each episode one at a time, and then put it up and then distribute it through Film Hub or other places that shop it around for us.
Mm. You know,
But Warbane it's a very good project that
yeah, because I've
hopefully in
been
the foreseeable future.
yeah, I've been following this guy for years, man. It's like he taught me everything I know. So, man, to see Warpaint,
Let's see the back. Let's see those full splits.
yeah, like a lot of the stuff, a lot of the stuff that he taught me, man, it goes well because, like I said, I've always envisioned a crossover between Bane and Jarhead, and you know what I'm saying, coming together because actually in the story of Jarhead, there's werewolves and vampires, and I've actually had I actually have a script in mind to do so with that, but
Mm.
we're gonna work that. We're gonna work that out a little bit. But in all honesty and seriousness, with a lot of people, with when it comes to putting together stuff like this, you know what I'm saying, we don't have support systems. So when people see that we got these great ideas but no backing, it's like, you know, don't you feel like you're being hated on? Yes. I
Right.
mean,
And remember,
I,
yeah, that goes. Sorry to interrupt. That goes right
no,
back
no.
to what I said earlier. They got people that've been in the industry a long time, but they want to see how much you're willing to sacrifice and see
Hmm.
if they're about that life to be able to keep moving forward.
And
Before
when
they
you,
say, what, I like what you're doing. I see how you're doing it. Not now you have my trust. Now I'm willing to do something.
but on all the way, a lot of those people be like, "Oh, I see what you're doing, but I don't like it. I don't like what you're doing." Now it's
Oh
coming
well.
in the middle of what I'm doing. So that's why I said with that situation, it's kind of a trickle, a difficult part with that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, not really. Hey, the best man win.
Yeah,
That's all it
yeah.
is. The best man
That's all
win.
we get. That's all we get. Right, and that's why I said, man. Like in all
I
honesty,
mean, we can work together. We can be competitors. You know,
Make the best man win. Yeah, and I'm actually I would love to, do some stuff with like all of our characters on like a collage poster and have it to where like it's in your movies, like it's in like a back of your movies and stuff like that, and all the posters is up there, and you know what I mean? Like, say like for example, okay, like while they're in the movie, in the back of the movie, things like the DVDs and shit like that.
hmm
Wow, when people open up the DVDs, they're like, "Oh shit," such and such and such. Oh, there's a poster in the back of it, so we get that's people getting, you know, promotion, for that projects or
yeah. You know, hey, listen, people can buy the collector's edition
yeah, you know what I'm saying,
for an extra few bucks.
and the crazy thing is too, like that's why I keep trying to tell the guys in the comic book industry or whatever, like if you have characters that you would like to get out, I'm trying to talk to the people. Like, let's do something with it. But I see a lot of people scared to do that because some of them is either not copywritten or either they don't like what I'm doing because I guess my character's better than theirs. I don't know.
Okay,
I
well, I mean,
just feel
well, if it's not copywritten, here's the link to Library of Congress. Go copyright it and come back to me. Know what I'm saying? Oh, it's
well,
not trademarked. It's not trademarked. I tell you what, go through LegalZoom. It's going to cost you a little penny, like maybe a couple thousand or whatever. People are going to say, "Oh no, just do it for $75 here and there." Okay, that's cool. However, by paying the extra couple thousand, all right, to do it in a more legal, to get everything trademarked in a more legal way, now you don't have to, you don't have to go through all the bullshit. Oh shit, I missed something by only paying 75 and doing it myself. I missed something, and now guess what? You're asked out, and
yeah,
now you have
but
to fight. Now you have to fight an even more tougher legal battle. It's going to cost you even more than if you paid the 2,000.
yeah, but shit. We on the budget right
So,
now. We ain't got that kind of
so
money.
yeah, hey, we're on budget. Well, find a way to make that budget. Otherwise, you're going to be even in lesser budget coming in the future if somebody come fucking with your shit.
Oh yeah, that's why I said, I mean, I paid my dues, so I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
wish somebody would try it. But no, uh, I would like to thank y'all for just staying with me. You know what I'm saying? Just riding this wheel, riding this motherfucker down. You know what I'm saying? On our way to 200 episodes, man. On
Mm.
our way to 200 episodes. This is this is surreal because I never thought I would get in this position this fast. But put in this position that's fast, and like I said, I ain't stopping until I get to where I want to be. You know what I mean? I ain't stopping until the wheels fall off. You know what I'm saying? And the
Mm.
fact is that I think the people who actually participated and watched the shows and subscribed to the channel and like I'm growing with y'all. I'm not just growing by myself. This is the
Yeah, I
people
mean,
show.
it's baby stuff. I mean, it's good to talk about certain topics when it comes. I mean, like a lot of people, if they were in the industry, they would not be talking about this at all
No,
because
no.
they'll be offending somebody in a certain way. They'll be going against the union contract or whatever
Yeah.
it is. Quite frankly, otherwise you're what do you call that? You're a free agent like myself. You're able to put the fuck you content out there. Yes, you can
Yeah,
say what
and
you want, how you want it.
that's why I said for the people to come on the show without an ego, without an agenda, without trying to like caring about their image. Listen, you're coming on the in your face show. You're not like you're being seen by people that actually don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about your image. They want to come to see you or to see what I'm about to say or
I
sometime
mean,
what to have
they're
see a good conversation.
they want to talk to you as a person, not your representative, so to speak.
Exactly, and that's
You
why
know
I
what I'm
keep trying
saying?
to tell. That's
If
why I
if
tell
they're gonna put if they're gonna have
a mask.
it's like they're like if they want me to put a facade, a mask on, and it's so I can tell you what I think you want to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
It's
and I
not.
don't want that. I don't want that kind of energy on my show because my show is all about realness. It's all about bringing the people on that want to be themselves. That's all about themselves. It's all about bringing out the person instead of the persona. The persona is going to make the money, but is the person going to make the money? Is the person going to get the praise? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They want to see the person, not the persona, not the ego. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I'm here to build up the people and help them get out there. Because at the end of the day, you see the persona is getting all the
Of course, they want to put up a fake. They want to put up a fake persona so they can, uh, people see what they want to hear. I mean, I'm sorry, showing people what they think they want to see, and all these other things. Like we explained the last couple shows. The martial arts stuff like that. People are they try to make themselves look good as a martial artist and things of that nature, and end up being, how can I put it? I really want to be nice because I'm cutting down. I'm trying to cut down on my
cursing.
like on my cussing and stuff.
I'm
But
a curse like a motherfucker. I don't give a fuck.
I
No.
mean, I've been accused of having Tourette's, but whatever. you know, let's just say let's just say people want to come in here and be fake tips so that they can make you believe that they're more than what they really are. But one thing I wanted to touch up on that we didn't, as far as when people want to, when you're trying to deal with other people and they say, no, my shit is, I don't really want to deal with you, or my thing is not. Hey, what's going on, Randy?
It's good, Randy.
You know, or they don't want to, or they're not sure because for whatever reason, a lot of these people do not have a business mindset.
No, no.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you have a lot of poor, starving artists out there.
Uh,
One thing I want to, you know, you try to put your content out. You have to understand the nature of the business for what you're doing. Whether you're doing entertainment, whether you're doing news, whatever it is, you got to understand the business nature of it. Whether you're small, from the smallest show to the highest empire, to the highest news empire, you got to understand the business of it. When you're dealing with, like for example, I when I went to Hong Kong and I was doing the, trying to get the actress on, I had to do the insurance. Excuse me. I didn't know that I had to do insurance or whatever because I was told that we're so small of a crew that we don't need any of that. All of a sudden, when I'm reading the contract, I'm like, holy shit! It's the exact opposite of what the agent told me. I actually need the insurance, but in order for me to purchase the insurance for the actress, I have to have a company in Hong Kong. Guess what? Now, because of that agent, I now have my own, what you call that,
LC.
studio, so to speak. you know, my own film production company in Hong Kong now. It may have cost a certain amount, but now I have that. So now basically, by the agent doing that, these people are creating their own competition.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So now by me doing that, and also getting the insurance and everything else, it cost me money that I shouldn't have spent. Money that could have gone to the actors into the studio for the actors. But then guess what? Now loss of time. And then after I finished putting money up for the actors, man, the agent got pissed, called me up. Oh, you didn't have to do that. All this other stuff. It's very easy to start an LLC or LTD, a limited liability company, all this other stuff, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay. Oh, I mean, if you gave us the funds, we could have gotten the insurance for the actors ourselves, and all this other shit. Why didn't you tell me that in the beginning? Instead, you told me I need to do A, B, and C, and I went ahead and did A, B, and C, and now you're pissed. This is where
Mm-hmm.
that fuck you comes right back. You know,
Mhm.
that's where the fuck he comes right back to it. I did what you asked. Now you got to give me what I want, and they had to. And now they sent me the contract, which I'm gonna have to read through it, and now we're gonna have to negotiate some of the stuff that I saw in there. And they're gonna say, "Oh no, you can't do that. Fuck you, I can't do it." You know, I already paid. You accepted the money before the
Mhm.
contract was even signed.
Mhm.
So that being said, you can't tell me what I can and cannot do with the stuff. However, to keep good faith with you, let's take a look at what it is that you need. Let's negotiate what it is that we both want, so we can get something out there that's in both of our interests. You know, if they don't want to do that, okay, fuck you. I'm moving on.
Damn. Damn. That's yeah. That's typical Hollywood.
You know,
Yeah.
and that's the nature of understanding how business works, especially in other parts of the world. You know, I've been dealing with Asians since fucking the '90s. You know, and you know, there's certain things, especially in other countries, where they do things a certain way. You know, when I was with my guys in Hong Kong, they were like, "Oh, you know, let's just do this." No, that's not how it works here. They went ahead and tried it their way. Uh, they ended up spending a certain amount that they shouldn't have spent, or
Mhm.
whatever it is. But all of a sudden, when I go there, I do, you know, it's a little bit of coaxing here and there and stuff like that. Or like, let's say I buy something. Let's say it's a store that you want to use as a what's it called, a location, a film location. Okay, cool. You know, I go there, I buy a cup of coffee, or I buy a meal, and I ask questions. Hey, listen, we just got here. I'm looking in here. I'm seeing it looks pretty good. You know, you gotta know how to talk to these people. You know, you spend money first, then you talk business. Don't go over there trying to talk business first when they see you haven't put up any cash yet.
Damn.
You know, that's that part of it. And then there's you know, again, the contracts. I guess they expected me to just look at the contract and just sign it and stamp it and then send it on its way. Nope, I read the motherfucker. I'm looking at it. Okay, this needs to change, or we can negotiate a little middle ground on that. Okay, cool. And then I send it right back to them for them to either rewrite it or for us to go tell each other to fuck off, and we do whatever we want afterwards.
Yeah. Hey man, we do what we do, and we do it well. Well, they do it well. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say that.
Well, I mean, they're a big studio. You know, they have reign of the Chinese and Hong Kong market and all this other stuff. But if they expect me to be in awe and be happy to just be a part of whatever it is that they put out there without me getting paid my due, and without me doing my due diligence, they're out of their minds.
Hell yeah, they're very much out of their minds. So out of their goddamn mind. That's why I say if we, in all reality, soon people gonna have to realize that you know what I'm saying, they're gonna have to change up what they're doing. They're gonna have to.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. Remember that example that I told you before the show started?
Uh huh.
Um, like, let's say, for example, in the Codename Michael project, the first scene, and some of the
Mhm.
action scenes, right? You know, the main bad guys that go on there, they have no mask or whatever, right? They do their thing. But then there's also the other bad guys who are masked, the extras or whatever. Guess what? With AI, I don't have to hire extras. I can just hire the
Uh,
main bad guys to do their thing, but the AI does the rest with surrounding them with the soldiers in the back. They have the mask on and everything else,
wow.
and all this other stuff. So now I'm saving money on production. You know, for a lot of these places, some of the studios they basically turn me down after you know blown smoke. You know,
Wow.
and
So that's
trying
what.
to give me hope. And now, guess what? Now I'm actually replacing the studios by doing exactly what I'm doing.
Hey, congratulations to you. You know what I'm saying? Because at least you're doing it. You know what I mean? And you know it's crazy. I did not know some of the Marvel movies are CD are like basically got a lot of AI in it, CGI.
Oh yeah,
I didn't. I didn't know that.
yeah.
I knew about like certain shit, but I didn't know it was like that deep. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
a lot of those extras that you see,
Hmm.
all those monsters and everything else, those
Yeah.
are not those aren't even extras in motion capture suits. That's just AI.
Oh shit. Mm.
That's just the digital guys doing their thing, and the actors are pretending that they're getting a hit, but there's nothing there. Only for very certain action scenes where they actually have motion capture people wearing motion capture suits doing certain things. But to save a lot of money in production and on extras by doing exactly that. You know,
That's
green screen, AI, and all that other stuff.
that basically. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about putting so much money into extras and spending extra money.
Right.
That's cut
Which means
cost.
which means now if I want to pay my actors well, I just saved on cost by using the AI, and the money goes to the actors or goes more into the budget for the editing and all this other stuff.
Uh, Damn, that's shit. You
You
just
know,
gave me an
if I want
idea.
to, do I want to give the do I want to give the stunt crew more money? Make sure they're paid well for the hurts, so to
They're
speak.
paying.
Then guess what? I just saved a lot of money, not by switching to Geico, but by switching to fucking AI.
Hey, I'd
So
rather.
now, so now that money can be allocated to again the stunt crew, the editors, camera crew, all that.
That's wild, though. Like I didn't even know that. I thought it was. I thought it was more than just. Hold up. Something else to speak. I yeah, but a comment. My brother came back from a business trip, and the severe
Yeah, put it on
was.
screen.
Oh yeah, was poisoning.
Food poisoning, AIDS, or something else, so to speak. Well, uh, yes and no. Right now, if you want to eat real Chinese food, all that stuff that you see in the Chinese restaurants or whatever, egg foo young, whatever the hell, no, that's not it. Trust me, I lived in Hangzhou, in mainland China, for almost a year, and going to the ghetto spots, I ate like a king, and the food is phenomenal. Now, let it be known, if you're used to eating fast food and all this other stuff, but you go to these Asian countries, whether you go on business or whatever, the food is not. They really don't really. They ban GMOs in a lot of those countries. Number one, so you're eating real food, and it's cooked in such a way that it's real fresh food and stuff like that. Your body's not used to it, so more than likely in the beginning you're gonna end up like getting like diarrhea or whatever because your body's pushing out the old shit from the old food you've been eating from McDonald's or whatever back in the States or wherever you came from. Uh, and it's pushing out all that toxic shit. And you may be sick for a bit when you're eating real food because your body's throwing out those toxins. Yes, I am still alive. I see that.
Yeah,
See, because that's because I've been eating real food.
yeah,
Otherwise, in case you haven't noticed, all the food that you've been eating that has DHT in it and all this other stuff, which is from your cereals here to your meat products, all this other stuff. Guess what? All of those are causing you cancer, but you still buy it,
right.
and then you complain about getting cancer. It has constant causing effects when you eat this kind of stuff, but you still eat it, you still give it to your children, and then you're gonna complain, and then you're gonna complain that you don't have health care. Health prevention is the best health care you can have.
Yeah, we all eat it. All of us.
Save your money, motherfucker, and fucking eat real food.
Yeah,
Look at what you're feeding yourselves and your families.
I try to not like. It's weird because I try not to eat fast food as much. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Like I try to just eat like I really don't eat McDonald's or McDonald's or Burger King like that. Really
right.
don't eat it like that. I eat it once in a blue moon or whatever when I have money. But other than that,
Mm.
I don't really eat that like that. eat much like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Like, okay, say like for if it's cooked for you, like fried chicken or because yeah, fried chicken like with and the chicken is not like if you get it from the deli or whatever, and
mm.
it's not what I'm saying, it's not nothing, no chemicals in it. But with the fast food, shit,
Yeah, they got this. What's that? Hydrogenated whatever oil, whatever it is, that they use for the fries and the chicken nuggets and all this other stuff. If it's really made from real chicken, yeah, it's
that shit's not made from real chicken. I seen how they make them. No,
yeah. Well, hey, the more power to you, but I don't eat it. So,
I know. I said I don't eat it as much. I eat it once in a blue moon. You
you
know what
know,
I'm saying?
like some places in China, if you're gonna eat fish or whatever, you go you go there, you actually see the fish in the fish tank or whatever. You point to it, they'll chop it up right there, boom, and they'll make it. They'll take it out of the tank, chop it up, gut it, fry it, boil it, let it
Yeah,
simmer and stew. Mm. Are you kidding me? You ever
boiled
tried?
fish.
You ever tried frog legs or frog soup or something?
I ate frog legs before, but
I'm not gonna lie. Frog is just like chicken.
just gamey.
Frog tastes just like chicken. It does. The tenderness and everything. I was surprised, but it's so good. Yeah.
That's because you was over there eating all that exotic shit. You know what I mean?
Um, hey, I mean, I'm pretty sure if you go to one of the Chinatowns, either Boston, New York, or whatever, I'm pretty sure you'll find a place that does that.
Hell yeah, yeah. Like I've been to one and yeah, I seen a live octopus. I'm like, and they put it in that
Mm.
food. I didn't even. I know. Nah, man. Like, ew. Ugh. But
Yeah, there was I stayed in a hotel in Hong Kong. Matter of fact, if you go on my Facebook or Instagram, you'll see the one that I posted about where the clerk tried to charge me 800 and something, almost $900 for a
damn.
room for one night. But then when I go online, I get the room for less than $100.
Wow.
I get the room for less than $100.
Damn.
And there's a restaurant in that hotel. It's a Japanese restaurant, a Japanese semi. Uh, Let me see, a Japanese semi fucking what's that called? Chinese restaurant, Hong Kong restaurant. They, I ordered some dumplings, best dumplings I ever had. So if you go on that, if you see that on my Facebook and Instagram, and if you're ever in Hong Kong, go to that place and go to that restaurant and order those dumplings because those are yeah, it's just so good.
It's so good. Yo, have you ever
Yeah.
ate?
Now,
Does,
give me a second.
does
I
it
see
those
something
dumplings
here
have?
about.
Oh, go
Well, it
ahead.
depends where you cook inside of it. I mean, it has certain vegetables and seasonings inside in the middle, but there's also the choice of meats that you want. You want meat dumplings, beef dumplings, you want shrimp dumplings, you want pork dumplings, all that other stuff. Now, duck
Yeah.
is very good. I never ate duck feet, but I had duck. It's very tender and everything else. And let me see, Catherine's talking about the blowfish. Well, it's no secret that especially the Japanese blowfish, is very poisonous. The sexual organ is very poisonous. That being said, um, if you travel to a country and you're going to eat a certain kind of food, research before you go there. You know, I like this kind of food. Let me try it. Oh, what's this? Japanese blowfish, especially. There's a couple of organs, the sexual organs, especially from the female, if I remember correctly. Very poisonous. Has a lot of the what's that called? Tetrodotoxin D, I think it's called, or whatever they call it, like the near death drug. Makes you look like you're dead, but you're not.
Mm, I won't be eating that.
So that's why a lot of people get a test of courage to a lot of Japanese is eating the blowfish.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
won't be.
that's you get a lot of respect if dependent.
I would
No, but
actually I eat a lot of shrimp though. I eat a lot of shrimp and
yeah, that's
crab.
shrimp. It's not blowfish. You know,
Yeah. I'll eat crab and shrimp. That's about it. I won't eat nothing that's I'll eat a certain type of fish. Nah, not blowfish, but
Yeah, stay away from tilapia. A lot of them are grown in farms, and it is Jesus disgusting,
true that, true that, true that.
disgusting.
I don't
Because it's like a pig wallowing in its own shit and everything else, except that it's in the water,
see you nasty
and then they
buzzard.
then they then they fish it out, and then it still has those contents of the water inside of them, and then you cook it, and then you eat it, and then you're basically full of shit. Really?
A lot of people be like, when eating blue crabs, right? They were like, "Ew,
Mm-hmm.
you eat the orange stuff," and that actually is actually all that stuff in China and all that shit. They actually eat that motherfucker whole. Like they don't care
Yeah.
about the shells and all that shit. They eat that motherfucker
The
whole.
shells? No, they crack
Yeah.
the shells.
No, 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 no,
They
no. I'm
crack.
talking about. I'm talking about like eat the motherfucker. Like I seen somebody eat it and not clean out, not clean it out. Just crack the shell and eat the actual top of the brain and all that shit. I
Oh yeah.
seen it.
Well, here's the thing. Especially in certain countries, they don't really like wasting.
Hmm.
You know, well, exception of mainland China, I've seen a lot of people. They they buy a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of food. They eat a little bit and then they just throw out the rest. There's tons of that happening over there. But you know, a lot of countries, especially because they started out from pole position into developing into something bigger and greater, they they understand not to waste a certain food product. So, like, let's say it's a pig, every single part from the pig feet to the intestines to the skin itself to the snout, the tail, all of that.
Yeah,
They
that's that down south eating. Mm-mm. No, no.
well, I mean, you can't lie. You know what I mean? When they
I
cook it up in that
mean,
barbecue. No, no, when they simmer it in that barbecue, it's tempting.
hey, hey, look,
It's like,
man.
oh man, I don't eat pig snout. But all of a sudden you smell it inside the barbecue. They cook it in the barbecue, and you're smelling it. You're like, ah, damn.
The
And you
snout.
start whispering to yourself like, it's tempting. you
Nah,
know,
cause bro, like,
but
'cause that's the.
you gotta pray to the Lord Jesus to let him know you're not resist the temptation. The temptation of
Look,
the devil.
bro, I swear to God, like one of my favorite food is eating ribs. I can eat ribs
Mm.
all day.
Oh, dude, I can make some ribs. Now, when I go back to Vermont, I buy Vermont syrup
Hmm.
that people make in their own backyard.
Watch out for the
So
bears.
I buy the syrup there, and there's a certain ribs that I make with cracked peppercorn, and I cook the ribs in the syrup.
See, that's.
Yeah, I see your mouth. I see your mouth watering over there. But hey, I'm telling you, I tried it. And then I add a little bit of honey barbecue to it and stuff like that. But peppered ribs and cooked in syrup. I'm telling you, brother.
Yeah, exactly. I know. That's why when it comes to food like that, like I don't get fat off of it. Like I can eat it all day and still don't you know like I'm a
Yeah,
good size, but like
yeah,
all that
lucky
goes
you.
to. Nah, it's just like I'm still the
Yeah.
same size I was 2 years ago.
Oh, nice,
Two
lucky
two
you.
two
I
250
gotta do all
before.
kinds of extra stuff because I'm with this truck. I gotta exercise and stuff like that. I can't even practice martial arts outside of my truck without people calling cops on me.
Damn, why?
Oh, you got this guy. He's throwing, fighting ghosts in the parking lot. You get the guy in the truck stop fighting ghosts in the parking lot. I can't even do my forms. You know, and then the cop telling me, hey, listen, can you not do that? Instead of telling people, listen, stop being afraid of your own fucking shadow, stop being a pussy, mind your own fucking business. Is he killing anybody? No, all right, leave him alone. Nope, they don't want to do that. Instead,
Exactly.
instead, oh, if we have to come back here, we'll arrest you for breach of the peace, which they now call disorderly conduct.
Damn.
So I'm like, you know what?
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
yeah.
So now I got to do things different.
Yeah. See, that's. I plan on going to Japan. I plan on going to Japan and eating some of that food, man. I plan on going there, man.
Mm,
And I ain't going to do the blowfish, but I will get some of those noodles.
yes, the noodles work very well. Uh, I if you're gonna eat sushi, I recommend the eel.
Is the eel
Eel is
good?
very good. Oh yeah, it has a certain matter of fact. I mean, you could probably go to one of the Japanese restaurants and get some eel sushi to try it out. To me,
Yeah.
it's good. I love it. Add some ginger. Add a ginger slice, a little bit of wasabi. Dip it in soy sauce. Enjoy. Bada boom.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I could eat tuna. I could eat tuna sushi, but uh,
Yeah. Well, I'm just telling you what I recommend. You know.
yeah,
But then
yeah.
they,
Right.
but then they also have a certain dish of eel that's actually cooked.
I mean, that'll
Also works
work.
very well. I just forgot what it's called.
Eel? No, 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 no. I don't even know why I'm laughing here. Both of you are really funny. Of
Don't forget to
course.
post the comments on the thing on the screen.
You see in the comments in the thing, ain't you?
Well, it's not for me; it's for the viewers, and especially also the future viewers when they come back to when they
Right.
come back to the episodes. Should somebody decide to binge watch, know, they're able to see the comments instead of you as you read them out. Yeah.
I mean,
So,
she says we're funny. We're very funny.
hey, what? We're clowns. We hear the music. Is that what this is?
Hey, I'm actually we're working
I got that.
actually.
By the way, that what I just said right there, that Joe Pesci, Goodfellas.
Damn right. You know, yo, all right. I got an announcement to make. Well, guys, I'm working on something here. I'm working on something good. I'm working on putting together the very first Jarhead action movie, action live action thing movie. I'm either going to put it in a TV series or a movie. But if y'all would love to buy the book and really see what I'm really doing here, really doing with the story and how I'm going to really put it out there, how I'm really going to do it with the movie and everything, you feel free. Let me know whether you want to buy it or not. It's called Jarhead Revelations. Some of you have bought it, some of you have not. Some of you have read it, some of you have not. So if you would like to buy it, um, I can send you the link. I can also send you the the free view of the book. It's a video, preview video of the book. So if you would like to, just watch the preview video and buy the book, let me know. It's $10 and it's for a good cause because soon we're about to turn this motherfucker out. So without further ado, thank y'all for watching. It's been well for all those people who has been watching with us. For all of you who have tuned in late, it's all love. Y'all at least get to watch the episode, you know what I'm saying, this episode later on. And it'll still be up, it'll always be up. So whenever if y'all wanna buy it, let me know. So also like and subscribe to the channel. to get all that is the In Your Face show.
And share
And share,
with your
too.
family and friends and total strangers.
And all of your people. God damn it. We out.
Have a
Peace.
good night, everybody.